we can discuss where Jayden Daniels is on this list, and I'll just start reading the quarterbacks from the very bottom and keep going until I hit Jayden Daniels. So at number 40, he's ranked Jarrett Stidham from the Denver Broncos, he's going to be in the starting conversation because that quarterback room is a mess. They bring in Zach Wilson. They draft Bo Nix. There's a lot of moving parts. So number 40, Jarrett Stidham. I think it makes sense. Gardner Minshew comes in at number 39. Probably going to be the starter for the Vegas Raiders. Aiden O'Connell is there, unless I'm forgetting somebody.
That seems a little disrespectful.
Yeah, he had a decent year last year.
He played very well.
Yeah, he wasn't bad in Indianapolis. Did he lead them to the playoffs?
Yes.
Or like one? They did make the playoffs.
No, they were short.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
One game short.
One game short.
They were in the mix. They were in the mix for a playoff bid with Gardner Minshew starting for most of the year after Anthony Richardson suffered an injury, I think in week 4 or 5.
Right.
Kenny Pickett, the backup in Philadelphia, comes in at number 38. Another backup at 37, Joe Flacco, who's now the backup in Indianapolis. The former quarterback here in Washington, Jacoby Brissett, makes the list at number 36. He's expected to probably start at least the beginning of the season in front of Drake May in New England.
I might argue that's a little low for him, to be in my opinion.
It could be.
Yeah.
At 35, we've got Jameis Winston, who's the backup to Deshaun Watson in Cleveland.
Probably appropriate.
Bryce Young comes in at 34, the second-year quarterback in Carolina.
I don't know what to make of him. I am completely befuddled.
It's a big year this year. Big year.
Yeah, I mean they bring in an offensive mind in Canales from Tampa Bay. They upgraded the offensive line. They go out and get Deontay Johnson, give him a reliable number 1 wideout. So things should be better for him in year 2.
Yeah.
At 33, Sam Darnold comes in for the Vikings. Probably going to start over J.J. McCarthy, at least for the beginning of the season. That seems to be the thinking there. 32, Anthony Richardson for the Colts.
He's below Jayden.
That feels a little low.
It does.
He barely played, though.
Barely played, but it does seem a little low because when he did play, he was effective.
He was definitely impactful when he played.
Yeah.
Especially rushing-wise.
He's basically 2 slots ahead of Bryce Young, who was an unmitigated disaster, whether it was his fault or not.
Yeah.
At 31, they have a quarterback who doesn't even have a team at this point.
Right.
Ryan Tannehill, who's a free agent, is ranked at 31 on Chris Sims' top 40
That might be
quarterback
appropriate.
list.
Nobody wants him.
They want him. It's probably just arguing about money.
Maybe.
He's going to have to sign
He's probably waiting for like
way below what his –
But I mean, it's a quarterback, free agent quarterback, June 11th. He should be signed.
Yeah, but I'm sure
Someone will sign him.
I'm sure it's about money. He's waiting for a better deal.
Coming in at number 30, here comes the run on rookie quarterbacks. J.J. McCarthy comes in at 30 on this list for the Vikings.
He's ahead of Darnold right now. He's going to start over him.
He's 3 spots ahead of Darnold on Sims's list. Another rookie quarterback, Bo Nix, comes in at number 29. He was drafted by the Broncos. And at number 28, Jayden Daniels for the Washington Commanders makes Chris Sims' top 40 list.
So he has Drake May rated higher.
And he has it below Michael Penix Jr., who, barring injuries, not going to play for 3 years.
He doesn't have Drake May.
He doesn't have Drake May in his
Drake
top
May's
40.
not in the top 40.
Remember, Chris Sims was a huge critic of Drake May.
Okay.
He didn't like him.
He's got Will Levis ahead of him. I'm not. Jason's got me in my brain about Will Levis. I'm not big on Will Levis. I just can't get rid of it.
I'm not huge on Will Levis.
I think I'm not huge on Levis
I can't believe
either,
he has Fields so high.
Here's the pro argument for Levis. He's going to have Callahan coming in from Cincinnati, who's a more progressive offensive play caller than what he's previously had. And they upgraded the wideout room by signing Calvin Ridley, and DeAndre Hopkins is there. So, I mean, it's not the best setup, but it's not terrible.
And he's coming off a sex tape.
He's coming off a sex tape, too.
Who's his RB? Henry's gone.
Tajay Spears is there, and Tony Pollard got signed.
Pollard.
So, like, he's got some decent pieces around him. Now, is that a playoff team? Probably not, but, I mean, there are certainly worse setups in the league. I think Levis could do some work there.
Is Sims' list based on what he thinks is going to happen this year, or is it an accumulation of what happened?
I don't know what his parameters are. I'd have to look into that.
I think lists can be different based on expectations for the upcoming year, based off of past performance last year or past performance for a career.
Well, obviously with the rookies, it's based on expectations because they haven't been on the field in the NFL.
It's for the upcoming season.
Yeah, one spot above Jayden Daniels, he has Michael Penix Jr., who
Yeah, which I think is crazy.
most
because,
people aren't expecting to see on the field this year,
I mean,
obviously.
barring injury, he's not going to play for at least 2 years, probably, in
You
all
wouldn't think.
likelihood.
Right.
Are you guys looking forward to June 14th? If you have Roku, you can watch NFL Draft. The pick is in.
Well, who has
Some behind the
who has
scenes
Roku?
coverage.
I got 4
Dude,
Rokus.
I think
Really?
I have Roku.
I have Rokus everywhere.
I sleep on Roku and its
I don't have
popularity.
I love
apparently.
Roku.
I think
Now,
it's
you
just
don't need it
included in
now
a lot of the TVs.
Ah,
It's included in a lot of the
Some
TVs.
TVs has included. I have the. You can buy one for $20 now. I'll give you 4K or whatever. But
gotcha.
some TVs that you might not like their smart lineup or whatever. I don't know. If you have a smart TV, you don't necessarily need it. But I love Roku.
So some of the other.
So I am interested in that.
Yeah, so you get to see. I've seen a little bit of a trailer where you get to see Adam Peters talking about what they're going to do before the pick.
No.
I think it features
If
3
they-
teams.
If the Commanders are one of them,
Yes.
I'm all in. All in. Just remind me.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I mean, I'm
It's
all
kind
in.
of
but you
crazy.
gotta
He's got
remind me.
Deshaun Watson 24. Deshaun Watson. I bet you if he did that list 3 years ago, Deshaun Watson was probably a top 5 pick,
For sure.
top 5 quarterback.
Before
maybe,
the scandal?
maybe top
yeah.
7.
Yeah. He just hasn't recovered. He's
No.
got him one spot
He's got him
got
one
below
spot.
Daniel Jones.
Right.
Yeah. So as far as the other NFC East quarterbacks go, Daniel Jones is at 23 on this list. Dak is at 8, and I need to pull up the more recent list because I believe he has Jalen Hurts at 9.
Oh, Hurts is not in the
He
top
has
6.
Hurts at number 9 on this list.
So it means Allen, Burrow. Who am I missing?
Lamar, Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Hold on.
Maybe he likes Stafford. I don't know who
Oh,
else
Stafford.
he loves.
He has Stroud 7.
He's got Stroud 7. Stafford, and who's the last one that he doesn't have on this list?
So did he not? He didn't talk about the top 6 yet? Is that what?
No,
the deal
yeah,
is?
he's revealed them all.
He has.
He might
okay.
have Herbert high.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not sure.
Herbert. That's got to be Herbert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Herbert's not on this, right?
Look, I mean,
Yep,
beauty's
it's
in the
gotta be
eye of
Herbert.
the holder. Every list is wacky. People always they have outliers, like when Valdez put his I don't know, he put like a cartoon character.
His Mount Jugs more.
yeah. You always got to do something to make your list stand out.
Right.
He loved
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit.
Well, I'm sorry,
Put
but
Cher on there. or
Drake
something, I
May
don't know.
is and will be, for the rest of
Yeah.
his life, better than Kenny Pickett and Jarrett Stidham.
So his top 6 are Mahomes, Allen,
And he
Burrow.
doesn't have him in the top 40, but that's fine.
Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Lamar at 4, Stafford at 5, and he has Herbert as his 6th quarterback.
Hey, there
So-
you go.
hold on.
So he's got Jayden
I
Daniels.
need to lock in again. Say that the order again. Start at 1.
Mahomes,
All right.
Josh Allen,
2,
Burrow,
3,
Lamar,
4,
Stafford,
5.
Herbert.
6.
I mean, it's hard to argue that.
Herbert, I have a hard time with Herbert being that high because Harbaugh is going to want to run the ball to death. Look at how he's assembled that team, bringing in Greg Roman. He's lost virtually all of his outside skill position players. Keenan Allen's gone. Mike Williams is gone. Austin Eckler's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's just based on talent and his preference.
I mean, he's going to be.
He hasn't had much postseason success. Was he been to one playoff game?
I know, but
yeah.
I just look at his setup. Like he's going to be throwing the ball to like Ladd McConkey and is it Quentin Johnston, the second-year guy out of TCU, who was just a massive flop as a rookie. But again, they're going to run the ball a lot, so I feel like Herbert's going to be mitigated.
Yeah, but
To an
maybe he's
extent.
not. But he's probably not basing it on just expected, stats. How much
Right, just
better
talent,
does he get?
quarterback talent,
Yeah,
right?
How much better does he get coached up under Harbaugh's staff?
By the way, we're going to constantly make comparisons for the next several years with all these rookies. So hopefully Jayden Daniels is the best. But you mentioned Drake May, and I Googled it. The latest headlines, Drake May on point as Patriots minicamp provides reasons to feel encouraged about trajectory. Jacoby Brissett, seeing his progression come alive. A lot of positives about Drake May. In fact, they even have numbers on how he did. I haven't seen the numbers from Jayden Daniels, but it said in minicamp he completed, this is about Drake May, 19 of 25 passes, 76%.
He only threw 25.
Okay, it's mini.
What do you mean
again,
when
it's
they're
mini
doing like
camp.
11 on 11?
Yeah, it's just the
stuff?
breakdown of Drake May in 11 on 11, 7 on 7, the same thing. I just haven't seen that on Jayden Daniels yet,
I'm sure Kime
but
or somebody
mostly
out there's doing it.
positive things about Jayden Daniels. I'm just saying, similarly, hearing all these positives.
So does this mean? I guess you just have to take this as when Chris Sims did his draft board, his final board. He had Michael Penix is his number 2 quarterback.
Sounds like it.
I would
He just
guess.
likes lefty quarterbacks because Chris Sims was a lefty quarterback.
So he has him ahead of Jaden.
I guess so.
All right.
He does.
I mean, I like them too, but we'll see.
Well, you better hope that Daniels is better than Fields because he's got Fields 3 or 4 spots ahead of him.
Well, again, I don't think Fields is going to play much.
That's what I mean. Unless Wilson gets hurt.
Or Wilson just continues to regress, and it's just over.
Yeah.
Maybe
Which could be the case.
It could be. Could be. Usually quarterbacks can play, and they usually don't drop off that much. But maybe a guy, it wasn't like he was super active with his legs, but it was a part of his game.
Definitely was earlier in his career.
So maybe that's part of why we're seeing this deterioration. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Are you surprised he's got Purdy at 17?
I mean, that's about as low as you could put him, I would think. He's got Kyler ahead of him. I mean, Purdy's just been balling. I know he's not
he's got Baker
special.
Mayfield ahead of Purdy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I have a problem with
And
that.
how about Rodgers below Jordan Love?
Right.
I mean, Jordan Love had a bomb year last year.
Well, Aaron Rodgers probably would have too.
May have. Hard to tell at this age if he can still do it.
True. A lot of question marks. But it's always interesting when someone puts out a top, 30 or 40 quarterback list.
Well, and Sims has been doing this list for a long time, right? I mean, he puts out this list every year.
He's done it for several years now.
Yeah. People get
There's not a
his thing.
QB list on the planet that has Trevor Lawrence 3 spots ahead of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, what is he doing?
I don't know. I mean,
How-
people
get
are just
discussed.
down on
How many
Aaron
years of-
Rodgers for a lot of non-football reasons.
Okay, but how many years are we going to wait for this Trevor Lawrence fanfare to die down?
Yeah.
It's every offseason with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say Trevor Lawrence is fine, but I don't think he's special. Aaron Rodgers, I don't care if you like him or don't, one of the greatest of all time at his position.
Yeah, but if but it's based on expectations, you have a 41-year-old quarterback who just ruptured his Achilles.
True.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
I wouldn't be shoving all my chips in.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't be buying stock in Aaron Rodgers coming off a career-ending or season-ending injury.
Yeah, but if you had to
At that
start,
age.
But if he recovered, he's going to have a really good year.
yeah, if you had a team and it was built to win right now,
Especially with the weapons
you could
he's got.
start Trevor Lawrence or Aaron Rodgers. You would start Aaron Rodgers off the Achilles over Trevor. I think
What for one game?
for 1 year, like
For
if
1 year? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers would be available for the entire year.
He might not be.
You have
I'll
to
take my
th-
chances.
You have to
I
think
think
about
I would
that
take my chances
when a
with
guy's
Rodgers too.
40 plus coming off an Achilles
Guy
injury.
looked like he could have played last year toward the end. Jogging around throwing. It was insane how quickly he came back. Yeah, Purdy gets disrespected
Yeah, he
just
doesn't
because
like,
he doesn't have
he doesn't.
Doesn't anything that's like marketable that looks amazing. He's just really smart.
So he basically thinks he's just a
Timing.
game manager.
Yeah, well, he's great at it. He's great.
No,
at
he's
it.
got a great team around him. I
Got a
get
great
that.
team around him, but he delivers the ball. I'd love to have him.
I know you would.
I would love to have him.
Yeah, but you
The
love
question
having
is-
Jayden Daniels.
I love Jaden.
The question
a
is,
young stud.
in after week 17, where is he going to have Daniels? Where do you think he's going to have Daniels? Is he still going to be 28, or is he going to be 19, 18, 17?
Well,
Hopefully, he has a
hopefully
C.J.
it's
Stroud
the
like
latter.
rookie season.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for us to have the kind of year that I'm hoping that we have, which is like hovering around 500, he needs to be like probably top 15. He needs to probably be 14 spots higher than he has him.
That would be great if it happened. That's
I think-
quite a leap. But,
I think he has to have that kind of.
and that's why you draft him at number 2.
Yeah.
Because you think he has that sort of talent
Yeah.
to make that sort of
If
leap.
if he comes in and plays like the 29th ranked quarterback, then we're in trouble
Well, then it's a 5-win season.
at best.
Yeah, it's going to be in that range.
At best.
And hopefully that's not the case.
Notice that's right. We didn't talk about it. Sam Howell not on the list.
No. not on the list.
That's kind of
He
just
didn't have a
Howell,
top 500 list.
Sam Howell.
You're joning.
Joning a little bit.
Top 500.
Coming up.
But again, Sam Howell is better than Jarrett Stidham.
He is.
I
That
think
is
so.
true.